Hi guys, I'm here at FSA Fest with Mr. FSA himself, Wayne Hadlow.
I've been called many things, but I'll take that title as well. That's all me.
Good to speak to you. No, thanks for joining us, first of all.
Honoured to be here.
And thanks for setting up another amazing festival. We've had a few this summer, so...
Well, there's a full team behind it, not only me.
Yeah.
Obviously, the heart and soul was me and Jeff Roberts, and
Yeah.
then I've got a lot of friends that are helping, and people have just coerced into it.
Yeah. How did you get to know Jess? How did you get involved?
I know her father for a long time, so obviously I got to know Jess through her dad. And at my father's venue, which was Great Birch, which was called Fortson and Tone, hence the name FSA Fest, where it comes from. Her father used to bring her. I worked there. We got to know each other.
Yeah.
The rest is history.
Tell us a little bit about Fort San Antonio, because there's some people watching this who might not have been there and don't know anything about the place. So.
Well, when I was 8, my dad bought some land just outside Lytham St Anne's in Lancashire, and throughout the years he built a Spanish-style barbecue, which then evolved into an enclosed venue, and he did different nights. He did country western nights and Spanish nights and cabaret nights, and the country took off. Then that evolved with the evolution of CMT. Western was gone, it was all country, and it boomed with bands having big fan groups, because obviously when you see bands of that era like the Cheap Seats on CMT with #1 videos across Europe, and #2 were like Garth Brooks and Mavericks, we couldn't see them, but you could come see the Cheap Seats. And the biggest venue in Europe was FSA, Fortson and Tone. So we had them every month, and there would be literally 1,000 young girls there dancing, drinking, cavorting. I loved it, it was great. But and that's how it's evolved, and it became the biggest purpose-built honky-tonk in the world outside of America.
Wow,
yeah,
that's awesome. What's the long-term plan for Fort San Antonio? You got anything coming up there?
The thing with that, again, everything evolves and changes, and as at the time we were doing massive amounts of business because of CMT. And at that time, we were located just outside Blackpool, so we had a lot of trade from Blackpool being a family resort. Yeah. Well, that's both changed. Blackpool's no longer a family resort, it's more of a weekend town. And family holidays go to, obviously, Florida or the Caribbean. You don't go to Blackpool for 2 weeks anymore, you go for a weekend and you stay in Blackpool and do whatever you're there for. And also, CMT went off the air. So that's changed two big things. So, really, with that, it evolved again more into a leisure park with power lodges and horse riding and things like that. So that's really in the downturn, because people don't go out in the traditional way anymore. Hence why all the pubs are shutting over the country and so on and so forth. So again, the venue of Fortson and Tone evolved into FSA Presents. So now we've gone back to what was my father's original idea or vision, which was to promote genuine, original British country music. And at that point, people used to travel to see it, and bus coach trips, and that's all gone now. It's not how it is anymore. So the scene's now literally in music venues. So we will support all of our UK acts, and we'll tour them. And there's one coming up with Luke and Mel and Gary Quinn, and I think we're doing 5 or 6 dates around the UK, including Newcastle, Manchester. There's one in London, one in Glasgow. We've just done Laura Oak's tour, which was supported by Frankie Davis, who's a beautiful, talented girl, and Robbie Cavanagh, who's playing FSA this week, on yesterday. Fantastic. We're also trying to bring in some of the Americans, and then put our guys opening for the American acts. So therefore their fans see what we have here. So we've got Ty Herndon playing Manchester, and we have Jess and the Bandits opening for him. I know Jess is also from Texas, but she's living in the UK now, and all the band are UK based. We've got Bobby Wayne coming over for America. We have Wade Bowen. We have American Young, who played Country to Country last year, and they also write a few of the songs for the Nashville programme. So we're doing a few dates with them, and all of UK acts. We're just trying to promote and push. And really, it's about growing the scene as a whole. So the more we tour them, the more people see them in their own towns. And then when we get them all together for FSA, which means we get literally all of the young, hot, original talent in one place at one time, playing live, playing their own songs, it means everything crosses over. So therefore, Robbie met Laura and then opened on Laura's tour. It was like War Thomas met with Jessica, and Jessica organised their first 2 UK tours and opened for them. And now they've gone bigger and gone off with a deal. So it grows the scene, because all these acts are from all over the UK. So they don't really know each other. They don't meet, they don't cross paths, because if they're touring, they're not touring with 5 other acts, they're touring with themselves. So FSA, here in Newark, they all meet up, they all have a chat, they organise co-writes. So therefore, you may have guys out of Ash Cooper Band writing with the guys out of Acoustic Journey. And again, it curates the scene. It's pushing the entire UK country genre forward. And all of FSA Presents, touring them in the year, and then FSA Fest, it all feeds back into the same thing. And that is really the vision of doing it.
Building a good little community.
Yeah.
So tell us about FSA Fest. How long have you been running this now?
I think this is its 5th or 6th year. 5th, 6th. Obviously, it started at our own venue in Lytham, and for the last 5 years, it's sold out.
Yeah.
And we have land there with 25 acres, but it's not all like this site. It's massive. I think it's 200 acres here. So we couldn't grow so far because we had the lodges, we had the caravan field with people already there. We had the equestrian and the fishing pond, so the land wasn't available to grow. And for 5 years we've sold it out. So it was the choice of taking the chance of having the event stagnate, or taking the chance of moving it and growing it, and taking the chance of obviously upsetting people from the area it was in, because they'll go, it used to be down the road, now it's 3 hours away, and so on and so forth. So everything's a chance. There's nothing easy, and you've got to have, for a better term, the guts to do it, because to change something like selling out is a hard choice to make. Because you can think, well, we can continue down here with selling out, why take the chance? Or you can say, well, we've got a chance here to grow everything, grow the festival, grow the scene, grow FSA Presents, and again, it all feeds back into the UK scene. So that's what I've decided to do.
What's your vision for this festival in, say, 2 or 3 years' time?
Hopefully not to go bankrupt and lose all my money. Pretty much the truth. That is it, yeah. Again, it's about growing the UK scene. The original idea or premise of it came, I was literally moaning and groaning and saying, we've got all this UK talent, our so-called country clubs won't book them because that's not what they're used to. They just want people doing covers to a backing track, which to me isn't country music. It's Karaoke Cowboys doing the same thing as the other 25 million Karaoke Cowboys. And to me, they've not sold out, but they've settled. That's what they want to do to earn a living. They're not going to make a career as a musician. They're not going to be, I am Laura Oakes, this is my music. They're happy to go and take a wage and cover Garth Brooks, Alan Jackson, Zach Brown, whoever it may be. That's not what I'm about. It's not what I want to be about. It's about the UK talent doing their own thing the way they want to do it. So these UK country bands decided, well, we're not going to do what the clubs are saying, because the clubs are saying, well, you can't do that. You've got to play these songs or our people won't come and see you. Obviously, therefore, that club's crowd were never going to be fans of these bands, because these bands want to do their own music. They're writing their music, they're performing their music, they're pouring their souls into it, and their own time and their own money. So if you're a country UK acting, you can't play the UK countries. What do you do? So therefore, I was moaning, I was groaning, I was bitching, I was complaining about this, and Jess said, basically, shut up. She went, listen, you've been in it 30 years, your family's been into country music the longest in living memory, you've got the biggest honky-tonk outside of America, you know everybody who's anybody, why don't you put your money where your mouth is? If you're saying somebody should do it, why isn't it you? At that point, I couldn't really argue with her, which is quite rare, because normally I tell her she's wrong, yeah, but I couldn't really argue with her, and I went, well, yeah, okay, it's going to be me then. So we picked up the challenge, and 5 years on, we're now at Newark Showgrounds. This is the first one away from Fortson and the actual property, and we're keeping the name alive with FSA Presents, and now we're going to go all over the UK. We're going to tour all of our UK homegrown talent. We're going to bring Americans over and put our guys opening for them, and we're going to grow a festival, and maybe, if it's successful, make it twice a year, not once a year, and we'll see where it goes from there.
best of luck with it.
I may need it.
It's great to see such a brilliant platform for these UK country artists. So
Listen, any help you would give, I'm happy to take. Believe me.
Always be here, mate.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having a chat.
Thank you,
Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Cheers. Nice one. Signing out from FSA Fest.
Be your time.